to love. Give thanks for life. Yeah man, Truth Seeker here once again. And you all know we do this, we just go with the flow. So for right now, I can need you to like, comment and subscribe. Actually, I can need you to like, comment and subscribe twice, because right now we have a special guest to this channel. You see they say we have Peaches Alexis. Check out the channel. You then know just Truth Seeker and Peaches Alexis, and what we about to talk about is dating, relationships, love, sex, and a whole wide range of topics. We can get into this, folks. Trust. You don't know. Yeah man. So here it is. We can start off right now with the first question. At least we can talk about love. Let's say that. We can start off with love. You know what I mean? Alright? Peaches, you good?
Good.
Alright. So, Peaches, I can ask this to you. What is your definition of love? No, just definition of love. Not man love, children love. Just your definition of love.
Love, my definition of love would be genuine love. Genuine love, not nothing to do with financially stable right now. Just genuine love. Pure, somebody with a pure heart. You know, that's my definition of love.
You see? For me personally, it's like freedom, you know what I mean? Like true clarity, like where you could be free around a person, like no judgments, you know what I mean? Like how me and others right now, you know, like true love. And the reason why I say that is like we are actually bloodline. I can let you all know that we is bloodline. Now I can tell you all the relation. That's for you all to figure out. And so for right now, that's our first giveaway. You know what I mean? Trust. The first person to comment under this video right now on the Truth Seeker channel, and the first person to comment on the Peaches Alexis, make sure check out the channel. The first person to comment, what is our relation, and be as detailed as you could. You will get these right here. These are some stainless steel straws. It's a Bahamian-owned company called Earth-Tuative. Earth-Tuative is a eco-friendly company, distributes, you know, many friendly products, you know, what is good for the environment. So right now we have these stainless steel straws, and you will get these if you are the first person to comment under this video on my channel, and the first person to go on the Peaches Alexis channel and comment what is our relation. Alright? So moving forward. Boom.
And that was free promo for you just now.
You then know, you see me. So, to me, like I say, my definition of love is when you could just be clear, just pure, true. You could be free around a person, like no judgments. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about what this person watching, what it is. You know what I mean? Where you could just truly just be yourself. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know? Yeah, man. Real. So, now that's to the next question. You see? How do you know if someone loves you? Or how do you know, let's put it to the man. How do you know if a man truly loves you?
Well, with man, they could spoil you with their time. I mean, they could spoil you with their money and travel and carry you all over the world and stuff like that. But there's something that you know if a man truly loves you, if he gives you his time. Because anyone can give you money. But if somebody gives you their time, if that's their time in you, that's true love.
So why? That's so why. Serious thing.
Because time is something we can't get back.
Real why.
We could always make money.
Serious thing. Well, for me, you know, say when it comes to a woman, I would say like that loyalty to the death. You know what I mean? That true loyalty. You know what I mean? And respect. First, you'd want a woman who can put virtue over anything, you know what I mean? But for a woman to say she truly love I gotta see like that loyalty regardless of anything. Like she could pass the Drake test, you know what I mean? Even if she bought Drake with a bag of money and only her and Drake there, she would still pass up Drake and still be with your boy right there. You see what I'm saying? So that true love, that loyalty, that respect, you know what I mean, at all costs, you know? Yeah man, that's what it is, you know? So, alright. Now, right, so we still on this, we still on love, you know what I mean? Now, this is one of my questions from actually one of my subscribers. You see what they saying? He wanted me to ask, do you women want genuine love, or is a financially stable man a better choice? You know what I mean?
Whew. Well, for me, I might as well tell you. Financially stable, I'll go with. But because you could always learn to love somebody, because I ain't going at love at first sight. Be stable because I could always learn to love my partner. I don't want to go in a relationship where both of us is coming from the bottom and struggling. I prefer to be financially stable and go from there. Because we can learn to love each other.
I feel you. So, even if the man So if a man say a man is spending all his time, you know, he truly loves you and what's not, and he break, you see they saying at the end of the day, he wouldn't really have a chance if a man who has a little more money, he might not necessarily love you off the bat, but the guy who has more money has a better chance than the broke guy, basically.
In most cases, I would say, but the guy who has less money, if he's investing his time, he still has a chance.
Alright. Basically saying a financially stable man is the better choice. Even if the man has less money, if he's investing his time,
yeah.
You know.
Because a lot of women like time. And that's how you know somebody's really into you, because I could throw money at you all day. But as long as we ain't spending no time together, we ain't getting to know each other. Like, just the money there. If you go, then I ain't gonna miss you. I only miss the money, but I ain't gonna miss your presence. So time is very valuable.
You know,
it's more valuable than money.
Do you miss the money, or you miss what the money could do? What really valuable? What the money, or what the money could do?
What the money could do. But like I say, sometimes the man who has less money still could possibly win over the man with more money, because a lot of women likes time. They value time more than they value money. Most time, in most cases nowadays, a lot of women have their own money. You have to realize that too. A lot of women has their own bag. They come in with their own bag, so they could choose whether they want to date a man who has less money than them or more money than them.
very cool. But now, fellas, now just be careful now. Eh? That don't mean don't go get your bag, my brother. Don't mind that. That percentage of you not having the money and getting that's like that's a
That's like a 40. That's a 40%.
That's a 0.040%. 0.040.
That's like a 40%.
You know, and just remember, don't care how much bag they get, they always want the bigger bag. They always searching for the bigger bag. You see what I said? So, you know, just be careful, fellas. Don't just think like, oh yeah, but you know, he's spending time and that's about it. Hey, you gotta spend that change. You know what I mean? You see, like real talk, you know? So, here it is now, okay. As far as love, alright. So we getting some good answers on what it is. You all getting the female point of view, the male point of view. And also our cameraman, if you hear a voice, that's him shouting some questions at us. Trust, everyone will get in this, because this is a big thing, you know what I mean? Alright.
It's a hot topic.
So here it is now. Alright, that's love. Alright, let's get into talking about dating now. Or just talking about dating, you know what I mean? Now, when it comes to dating, you know what they saying? You know, the big talk is about spending money and you know, we always talk about the gender roles and what's not, right? Is there any time you feel like should a woman spend money on the dates?
Not if it's occasional, like your birthday or an anniversary, what you insist on.
Right.
But I ain't on a random night or a weekend, I could be like, I get the bill, babe. No, sir. That bill is yours. When the waiter come and they sign the check here, I can take the check. I'm looking at the check to see what the bill is. Like, say, I'm be spent. And I do like this. That's what I normally do.
Alright. Okay.
Now, a birthday or anniversary, that's a different story. But on a regular weekend night, here you go, babe.
Alright, so now you all hear that. Yeah, she say, we spending, now this dating, she say, we spending, you know what I mean? So you see how they going, they counting your pockets, what is theirs, and yours is ours. You know what I mean? So fellas, be ready, you know what I mean? Be ready when you go on them dates, you know what I mean? Now, see, the whole thing is with cultures and with dating, right? Like us in the Bahamas, you know, we have a different culture than Americans as opposed with dating, you know what I mean? Like us, here it is, we could be like almost be in a relationship without marriage for 3-4 years. People would look at that bad, you know. When it comes to Americans, I might be like, hold on now, 4 years you all being too long at this, you know. So over here, us baby men, honestly, and we gotta learn, we love to spoil our women when it comes to this dating. We always want to pull out the money out our pocket and, you know, we want to spend on what's not. But sometimes you have to let, especially the relationship, if girls in the relationship get a little serious, let her pull her money out of pocket too, my brother. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, let her sometimes pull her money out of pocket.
But y'all already spoiled us, so
you see what they
like, what you expect us to do if we already spoiled?
You know
if we already spoiled, y'all pulling the money out and paying for everything before us, like, being uncomfortable with that.
See, that's why you know there's plenty of older men, when you see they walk in the road, they only can talk about memories, how they didn't buy furniture, set how they didn't go on all these dates and all kind of thing, but they ain't getting no woman in their life.
All over the world.
Right, and they ain't getting nothing to show. You see what they say that she's still moving through. But she's still moving through.
Yeah,
real vibe, you know? So, that's what it is. But the dating process, that's the time if you get into that. I feel as men, keep as many options out there, especially for the dating. I like the word dating and courting. Let's separate that. If you courting, then you could say, well, okay, it's just her. Let me, cut off all the rest of them. But when it comes to dating, men, please be wise. Keep your options open. Now, I'm not saying just throw it out there anyway, but don't just put all the eggs in one basket when it comes to dating. Because me personally, in my opinion, Peaches Alexis could debate it, but I know women always keep friends. Don't worry about that. She always keeping them numbers round. I don't care how the random stranger, she can keep the number. She can just still take the number and just keep the number.
The little black book.
You see what I'm saying? You never know.
I know I talk about stuff with the little black
You
book.
never know when they need that. You know what I mean? So my brothers, always keep your options open when it comes to dating. Now, also with dating, you feel, is there anything as ignorable red flags? Can you ignore any red flags, or red flags automatically is a no-no from?
Of course, all we get is red flags from here.
Seriously.
Ignore, oh, I'm working late. Ignore the always working late. Ignore the always want to hang with the friends, especially the friends always into the wrong things like womanizing, partying. No, that's where they taking all of your time. So it's a lot of red flags. I could go on all day.
Real. So, guys, really and truly, that's for both of us. When it comes to certain red flags, plenty of us, we love as men, we love to compromise because, we ain't really get, especially when you, see, that's the thing. If you have sex, the prize, and you feel like you won't get that sex yet, sometimes we love to compromise with the most foolishness when come and bite us and then later,
Another thing, too, Speak, I can piggyback on what I just say. Another red flag, you have to be careful of as females, too. Those females' friends.
Real, yeah.
Because sometimes those females' best friends don't be best friends, boo.
I'm telling you, because trust, a best friend's supposed to be looking out for your best interests, and some of y'all just be giving some horrible advice. Truly, misery truly loves company, you know what I mean? So,
and those best friends too they be in love. They be in love.
Yeah, real wife, serious thing. Some of them is one your boyfriend and all. Some of these female friends is one day.
They're already be in a relationship behind your relationship is what I'm trying to say.
Real wife, serious thing. Yeah, real wife. Don't know what's going on, you know what I mean?
So you really gotta pay attention to those supposedly best friends, especially if you're just trying to get to know each other.
Real talk.
Now, if I know we already been together for a long time, and I know y'all's best friends and be hanging and stuff like that, and I know y'all best friend, your supposedly best friend partner, then everything cool.
Yeah.
But if I don't, your best friend always coming out partying with us and she's always single and always by herself, whoo, that's a red flag.
Yeah, serious thing. So
that's a red flag. You cannot always be the third wheel. Where's your date?
Real life. So ladies, be careful of that. I know some men would, they wouldn't be watching nothing, but hey, trust, you gotta be careful, you know what they saying? Especially when it comes to relations, this is your life. Like I said, like in one of my videos, you gotta let these people fill out an application. You gotta put these questions there, and that's something that we as humans need to do. It's true, I don't know why we hold back, but communication and honesty is something up front. Like talk that out in the dating stage. Really find out what this person dealing with, what's going on with this person, because that's who you thinking of spending at least even a night with, you know what I mean? You don't know what could happen. People doing anything they out there, you know what I mean? So you gotta be careful.
That's where time is so valuable in a relationship. You have to spend time with each other. That's the only way you get to know each other.
Real time. Time's a serious thing.
You have to spend time. You throw in money and just taking you out on trips and dates and stuff. You have to spend time, quality time with that person.
See, now that's talking from, what I would consider a solid, decent woman. Somebody is, so the girls, they just want to get fluid out and throw the bag.
Right. And that's the kind of females who's not interested in a relationship or a long-term relationship with you. Like, I'm just here because you flew me out. You spend money on me, use wine and dine me. That's the only reason why I'm here. But you will see a female is really interested in your time, like spending time with you. Talking about we going on little ice cream, we going for ice cream, we taking walks on the beach, and we like really sitting down and enjoying each other company and having conversation.
Real.
Communicating.
Yeah.
That's getting to know each other.
Serious thing. Yeah, man. And so with that, right, honestly, you love the outfit which you in, you look presentable certain way.
Super Bowl, so you already know it's, I put on the red of the Super Bowl.
Alright. So, now, saying that, to lead me into my next question. Okay, now you can see how Peaches Alexis has presented herself. Now, why do women use their bodies to attract men and then be confused when men objectify them, when we look at them as objects, you know what I mean? Like to say, for example, a woman, she'll come out, the boobs are very perked up, you know what I mean? Piece of ass cheeks showing, you know what I mean? She's showing all these things. Now when the guy just, hey, that's what he focuses on, he looks into that. They ain't like women walking with long sweaters and turtlenecks and they're showing their intelligence and just sometimes they use the body and then they want to say we only want them for the body. Why do women do that, you know?
Well, those women who's doing that, they are soliciting themselves and they are attracting the man who is approaching them. That's what they are attracting. Now for me, like some women, you don't have to hide the shape because a lot of women, especially Caribbean women, we are very shapely. We are naturally shapely. So like I'm not gonna cover up my shape. I'm still gonna wear nice things and things I like to wear. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be. If I have all my legs, I'm not gonna have all of my boobs and things. So like I'm gonna choose. Either I'm gonna be covered up at the bottom or cover up at the top. Because I'm not trying to go there and solicit myself like for anyone to be touching me or approaching me in the wrong way.
Serious. Because it's we so, you know, you want to put us.
We do want to be sexy though.
Yeah, I know, yeah, man, you know, and
we are not nuns.
And with that,
we are not nuns.
Yes, but just remember, sexiness is more than just appearance. Sexiness is, you know, your intellect, the way you speak, you know, the way you move, your charisma, you know what I mean? See, because that puts us men between a rock and a hard place. That's just like, okay, you can imagine a man, he walk around with all his money showing, and then he's saying, why these girls only love him for money? I mean, you walk around, you showing all your money, you like, that's probably what you're trying to use as your sales pitch, you know? So, you know, when it comes to us, you know, us men, we see, first we, you know, physical beings, you know, we up front, we see the boards, we see everything showing. So, okay, well, hey, well, you must see when we touch them or,
they're
you know.
selling themselves short.
Real
they
right.
don't know their worth.
Real right.
They're selling themselves short because if you got to do all of that, then you can end up with garbage.
Real right. Know yourself, know your worth. You know what I mean? Know yourself, and that's on both ends, fellas. Know yourself, know your worth. You know what I mean?
Females, know your worth.
Real right.
Know your worth.
Yeah, you see?
Don't destroy your pretty face and your nice body. Know your worth.
Right.
When we see y'all do like that and making it look like the only thing that's precious to y'all is y'all looks, and we come off some way too. Like y'all only making like the body valuable to us.
But let me tell you something.
You know
a lot of males, they know the difference between a thought and a virtual woman. I want you to know that. Because a woman out there who's showing everything, she doing that because she trying to attract those kind of guys. You know, a lady who's well dressed and articulate different from a woman who's out there looking like a thought. A man won't even know how to approach her. Them kind of niggas who's not on her level will not even approach her because they don't know how to approach her.
Serious thing.
They gotta think of approaching. The only thing a guy could do on a woman who's not on a woman level is admire her.
That's all right.
That's it.
Do you think it's a time frame when it comes to dating? Do you think you should put a time on it, like to say, you know, up to 6 months we should date, a year before we call it serious? Is it a time frame, or was it to say really, to say let's jump in the relationship? Is there any time frame on dating?
I can't put a time frame on dating because at the end of the day, like I say, once the time is there and the time is spent and you get to know each other on a certain level, I could just meet you. I could be in a 10 years relationship and not be married, don't have kids, and meet you for 3 months to 6 months,
right.
And we can have kids. Get married within that 6 months or to a year, because the time to spend and the time is more valuable with me and you than a 10-year relationship.
Right. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a real vibe. So that, you know, that comes into the essence.
In my 10-year relationship, we might have been traveling the world and doing things, but at the end of the day, we wasn't really spending time to get to know each other.
Right.
We could been together for 10 years and he still don't know my favorite color. He still don't know my favorite song. He still don't know what my favorite drink is.
Seriously.
But I could be dating you for 3 months to a year and you know everything about me. The smallest detail a woman is admire.
Yeah.
Like, you know my favorite color, my favorite song, my favorite drink. You could go to a restaurant and order off the menu for me because that's how well you know me. When my 10-year relationship don't even know my shoe size.
Serious thing. So, you know, like she's saying, you know, sometimes you go with the essence, you go with the flow, but then that's when first you have to know yourself to really know what you want, you know what I mean? And that's what it's be plenty of us don't even know what we want, you know what I mean? And that's why we always jump into the next one, and then every time you bought the next one, you find out no matter where you go, someone always gonna have a situation which you have to deal with. So first you gotta know yourself and know really what do you want, you know what I mean? Cool. So we've been talking about relationships, that's what we can get into that, you know what I mean? So here it is now. One of my questions was, this was actually from one of my subscribers. Well, why is it that women say they have long-term goals. Women will always say they have long-term goals and they think about the future, but aren't willing to make cutbacks in the short term to make those goals happen faster or even appear.
But for me, I would say a lot of people just speak things, but they don't put it into action.
Yeah.
They sit down and they just like be laid back. And a lot of women will say they'll have the same long-term goals as their friends because they just want what their friend have.
Yeah.
They don't really want it for themselves. A lot of people just be followers. They're not leaders. That ain't what they want. That's what somebody else, and that's just what's trending right now. That's what's trending.
Yeah, really.
A lot of females want what's trending.
Real.
And that's the problem with society right now. Because Instagram and social media is making it look glitz and glam. It's not all that. They don't want to work hard behind the scenes.
No, you're right. Real success is really happening, you know, one look at it. And that's the true thing she's saying. Like, she telling me that sitting the nail right on the head. Like, many people just falling, other people don't really want it for this, don't really even know what they want, don't really want it for themselves, just to look good on somebody else's arm or look good to someone else doing it, you know.
My friend had a bomb-ass wedding. My friend had a bomb wedding.
Real.
And she had this big bridal party and
Right.
she had this going on. I want the same thing.
Right.
That ain't what I really want, you know.
Right.
I wanted this because I saw she had it.
Seriously.
And if she could have it, I want it too.
Real.
That ain't what I want for myself.
Real.
But she know what she want. A lot of females, a lot of individuals on the whole, not even just females, they don't really know what they want.
Real.
That's why they lost and that's why they behind. You have to
Seriously.
first know what you want for yourself.
Real dog, real right. And you don't believe, that's another one of my questions. Subscribe button. What do women actually want out of life? You know what I mean? The world will probably never know. You know? Yeah, man.
So you saying like the woman is keep up with more what the friends doing and their relationships and try to do it too?
Of course, because watch a single female who don't have a partner, right? Who's not dating, and she's always third wheeling with you and your husband or with you and your boyfriend. She admiring your love life, you know. Because she don't have one of her own. She's admiring what's going on in your world, but she don't have a world of her own, and that's where a lot of them be lost and confused.
Serious.
Because at the end of the day, we could go to dinner and have drinks and have a good time, but she don't know. I'm the one talking the blows behind closed doors. I'm the one talking the cut behind when I go home. You understand? I'm the one getting verbally abused, but she don't see that part. She only see the glitz and the glam part of it. She don't know this is a relationship I really want out of.
Serious thing.
But she's admiring what I have going on, but she don't know exactly what I have going on.
You're right.
That's why it's good to find yourself.
You're right. You're right. That's why, like I tell people, don't destroy your movie watching someone else highlight reels. Don't destroy your movie watching someone else highlight reels. That's a real vibe. You know what I mean?
That's why they say don't watch someone else grass.
Real vibe.
Watch your own grass.
They
If
sure
you
do.
watch that person's grass, their grass getting green and yours turning brown.
Their grass could even be fake. They could have put some fake turf on their grass or all
Alright
kind of
then.
vibe. You see what they saying? You don't know
Real.
what's going on. So stop comparing.
Yes.
Know yourself. Know what you really love. What you
And
really
know
into.
your self-worth.
Yeah.
Please do not get confused with genuine love and crazy love.
Real.
Do not get confused. Do
Real
not
right.
confuse the two.
Real right. Because you know, if you say a plain or thing about, if he ain't beating you and he ain't carrying on, he ain't love you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Plenty people think that's love. You know what I
He already
mean?
called you 1,000 times because he's still tripping over you. That's crazy. You do
Seriously.
not need to call me 1,000 times.
Real talk.
I'm okay.
Real
I will
talk.
call you when I'm headed home.
Real
I'm
talk.
okay. Do
Real
not call me.
talk.
That's signs of crazy.
Serious thing.
That's signs of crazy. So do not confuse crazy love and genuine love.
Real right, real right. So women always talk about, they want men to be more open or what's not, right? So one of my subscribers put to me, you know what I mean, and no judgment of women, is it fair to say that women talk about wanting men to be more open and honest but cannot handle the truth? You know?
Well, if you ask for it, you'll get it.
Serious thing.
You know, the truth, the truth has hurt a lot of us, but at the end of the day, I prefer the truth because I prefer to know exactly what I'm dealing with over a lie.
Straight, you know? So,
I'll get over the hurt, but at the end of the day, I still will know the truth, especially coming from you and not someone else.
and you can respect the man more, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know?
Even though I'll be hurt, I'll get over it because I'll say, at least you was honest enough, you loved me enough to tell me the truth. And I did not hear it off the streets or from someone else.
Now, guys, being truthful and being open, I want you all, they are very close, but they are two different things. Now you can be truthful, but now you can be open-minded.
Yes.
But now don't be telling her everything, blood. Trust that is course here. You see what they say? You tell her everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling everything, no.
Like, leave a little mystery, my lord. You see what they saying? Because guess you gotta remember at the end of the day, you know, all of us, you know, we're human beings, sexual creatures and all kind of stuff. So you don't want to kill the interest trust. Sometimes you tell them everything too much, it's like, oh, I don't know, I need to really find out no more, I didn't got this guy wrap up, you know what I mean?
When you get married, we become one though. We become one.
Well, no, okay. You see now, it shows we got to make it to the marriage now. So we got to go through dating, we got to go through relationship, but now we got to make it to the marriage. Yeah, still be honest. Be honest.
Yes.
Like I said, telling the truth. You can be honest, but do not tell everything. Like, okay, for instance, just say you know how the women go with the bag and you know she might want lounge. Just say you married. So now you win the lottery for $100 million. Okay? You do not have to tell her you got $100 million. No. Just make sure that she is eating good. You don't
She's
have to.
going to see it on TV. She's going to see the text
Wait,
message.
don't tell her $100 million there. All you gotta do.
She's going to hear it from a friend.
And you gotta be careful how much you give them the first time, because one thing you gotta realize, what I realize when it comes to women, just say now you go the first week you give her 10,000. She ain't gonna think like, oh, 10,000. Now she can say, well, if he could give me 10,000, he must be sitting on 100 million. So my brother, even it out, spread it out. Just you don't have to tell her everything, but just make sure she eating good. Like she ain't gotta worry about the bills not being paid and stuff like that. But you don't have to tell her the 100 million. Right. Just keep this thing moving along. Give thanks for life. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this for true. All right. So one of my other questions from one of my subscribers: do working women feel like taking care of the household is a responsibility to be shared, or do they still see themselves as homemakers in 2022?
But you know, back in the days, you know, the females, married wives, used to stay home and take care of the house and take care of the children. That was back in the day time. Now, I agree that men should take care of the household bills, mortgages, whatever going on. But the female, the wife's supposed to take care of the kids, make sure the house is clean, and make sure the house has grocery to prepare meals for the family. But don't forget, a man's job is to protect and provide.
I feel you. Okay, Miss Peaches Alexis, you know what a man's job is, and like you say, taking care of the kids, keeping it clean, and the groceries. Those three things I can get a maid for, I can get a house sitter for, and I can send someone to shop for my groceries.
Rich will still be a female.
Alright, but
Rich will still be a female. You will have a female nanny, you will have a female maid, you will have a female cook.
that is debatable. That's very debatable.
Thank you.
Now, however, for me, like to say, okay, a woman to be a help to a man, a helpmate, like you gotta be able to know, like, okay, when I really need some silence, I need a shoulder to lean on, I may need some encouraging words, I need a woman like that who could be some strength in the battle, you know what I mean? Like use my shield, let me be the sword, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, show me some strength like that. And like I was saying, like to say back in the day, men used to provide, many women used to be staying at home and what's not. Like nowadays, women working out there, they saying they getting their bag and you know what I mean? And this thing.
Some women is working harder than men these days.
To an extent, yes. I to a certain extent, you know what I mean? Because what's so amazing, I always hear women talk about equal rights. They talk about we should deserve the same pay as men in these jobs. But the jobs they are usually talking about is jobs that just deals with the paperwork. Like accountant, they might want to be a doctor. But I don't see these women going to mix cement. I don't see these women going to talk about being carpenters and construction workers. I don't see them trying to fight for those jobs. So it's still like a little difference.
But nowadays you have some of them out there on top of roofs.
Some can do. But I would want my woman as feminine as possible. Not saying you cannot be feminine doing that, but I would want you as feminine as possible. Now the thing is, back in the day with the traditional thing, most women want us to be traditional men, but they don't want to be traditional women. Like nowadays, it's like y'all want us to be traditional men with y'all modern women, city girl mentality. Ooh. You know what I mean? Saying
not
that okay,
city girl,
yeah, man. Saying that since I'm getting this money and I'm getting this bike, I don't have to be home and what's not and do these things, because most women think that being a strong woman is being combative. Like they think automatically being combative is being a strong woman. But me personally, I feel being in your true feminine essence and truly knowing yourself and being able to be subtle in that is like being a strong woman. That's what it is. And I know you also talk about feminism.
I'll agree with him on that.
Yeah, man. And also talking about feminism, right? And to most of my black females, right? I know this big thing with feminism and all. We should be able to do whatever we want, right? What you all gotta remember was, right, is see the white woman y'all was always in slavery. We's always in slavery. Y'all never had a chance to really be feminine and really be household wives. From slave days, see, the white woman was the woman who was inside the house. She was a slave master. She had nothing to do and all this. So she started bringing up this thing that, oh, we want to have jobs, we want to do this, we want to do things like the man. But you as a black woman, let me tell you, sister, you was already in the fields working hard and was not so. I would say, yeah, man, do your best. I mean, trust. As long as he's a strong, masculine man in the Most High, trust, man, we really want you all to be feminine first, and so we could just carry this thing forward, you know. So, yeah, man, give thanks for life, you know. All right, so move along. Next question: why do people stay in toxic relationships due to history? When is the time to even call it quits? Why do people stay in these toxic relationships?
Okay. With toxic relationships, a lot of females or guys stay in toxic relationships because of the time they already invested. Like a 10-year relationship, like I spoke about. A 10-year relationship, we'd be like, oh, I already been with him 10 years. I'll just say time. We stay for time. We stay for security. We stay for financial reasons. We stay for a lot of different reasons. So that would be a hard place for us. A lot of females, because everyone stays for their own beneficial reasons.
Right. And toxic, because that word toxic is so much a wide range, because what one person, man or woman, might consider toxic, and another person may not consider toxic, you know what I mean? Because you get some women who know the man might be out in the night time, and he may be gambling always out in the night time, but he may be paying the bills. He may not be a person who might beat on her or what's not, but you might have a man who paying all the bills doing this, but he might be a person who's hip, you know. So it's so many different ranges too.
We could be out in public, and you could be verbally abusing me, but you don't put your hands on me. And my person be like, girl, that's a toxic relationship. Why he speak to you like that? But at the end of the day, you asking me why my partner speak to me like that, but your partner is beat you. My partner don't beat me. He just speak to me hard, or probably use obscene language when speaking to me. But at the end of the day, we all have toxicity going on in our life.
Yeah, you see. So do your best to keep it to the minimal, and try your best to don't have none. You know what I mean? And that's for all the females and the males. Try your best. You know what I mean?
Know your worth. Again, it comes to knowing your worth.
Yeah, for real.
Because people will treat you the way you treat yourself. Yeah. And people only will do to you what you allow.
Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, it's just about the balance. That's all it is. It's just about the balance. And just like she said, know yourself, and then know what you're dealing with, know what you want. Because at the end of the day, if you go inside the strip club, and they ain't judging those strippers, but if she right there present on the stripping pole, and then you choose her to get a relation, then you got to deal with what comes with that, my brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't expect to be picking oranges and then want to taste a banana, and then you saying, well, how come this tastes like orange? You pick orange, so you get orange.
You can't go in the phone. You know you can't switch phones, because you already know you get off the pole. So do not go to a phone, please. That will destroy the relationship.
Real wide. And then that's what comes in. That's why, you know, most guys, I know most women, you know, they have a problem with, you know, men basically judging them on their past. And it isn't, to me personally, it isn't like men really be judging on your past. You know, it's just like, okay, your past take place in account, because we have to know what you're capable of, what you could do, or you know what I mean. And then just still like my life on the line, and as I move through the road, you know what I mean.
And your past either will make you or break you. At the end of the day, that's where maturity comes in. And at the end of the day, everybody has a past. I don't care how perfect you think you is, everyone has a past. And if I could accept that, that was the past you. I never knew that person. I know you now.
That's why you gotta detox from these relationships. Trust. Every time you move on, I know some piece of you know, our past has been linked with us, but know how to just take that pebble or that rock or that gravel it might have been in your shoe, learn how to make that into a stepping stone, build off of these things and become a better human being. You know what I mean? Don't keep on saying, well, that's the way I used to do it, and that's the way. Well, the way you used to do it, bring it to this point right now. You're single, you ain't get this going on, so don't bring that foolishness to me. I ain't care what you had going on with my than before.
People like that, they haven't grown in life.
Real.
They haven't grown in life.
Real
if you're still doing the same things you used to do at your young age, or still hanging with the same crowd, that means you're not growing in life.
Real wise. So be careful these relationships. You gotta know really what you're getting into, how you're dealing with this thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So what that is, that's love, that's dating, that's relationships, you know what I mean? Now, I know one of the hardest topics the whole world life to get into, you know what I mean? With every animal, everything dealing with. Let's talk about sex. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Alright. So, okay. I want to bounce out with this first question. Alright, for Peaches Alexis and all y'all out there, all y'all who watching and all y'all ladies watching on our channel, Truth Seeker channel, like I say, like, comment, and subscribe, and letting y'all know we do big things. Alright, what would you ladies prefer? a great relationship and good sex, or great sex and a good relationship?
A good relationship and good sex.
No. Listen to what I said. Days before. Either you get a great relationship and good sex, or great sex and a good relationship. So if you get
a great relationship.
Great relationship and good sex.
Great relationship and good sex.
Okay, great relationship and good sex. You know, why you pick great relationship and good sex?
Because like I said, we could get to know each other and have that and build that relationship with each other. But at the end of the day, if the sex ain't that good, like I'd be like, babe, you know, you need to do this more. Don't do this. Don't do. We could work on that.
Right.
But if we just having good sex and the relationship ain't good, like that.
Real.
The relationship will not stay together.
Real. All right, cool. Yeah, man. So, you know, chemistry is a big thing. Trust chemistry is a big thing. So, like she's saying, a great relationship. So, with good sex, you could work. Because most of the time, with the relationship great, maybe the sex might even be great as well. You know what I mean? So, she rather the great relationship over the great sex.
Right.
If in that comparison, people, you know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Okay.
Because you can go anywhere and get great sex.
Right.
You understand? You could get it. But a great relationship is what a lot of females looking for. Because if I leave my ex and the relationship wasn't really there, wasn't really strong, in my new dating life, I would like the relationship to be better. Because if I want great sex, I'd be like, you don't really that all that wrong, but my ex was put it down. But at the end of the day, the relationship wasn't good, but the sex was good.
Right.
But now over here, the relationship is better, but the sex ain't all that. But babe, we can work on that, though, babe. But we have the relationship. That's the foundation.
All right, cool. All right, that's cool. You get what Peaches Alexis saying, you know what I mean? But men, still do your best to control the bedroom and throw it down the best. Just do your all, give it your all. That's all you could do. You know what I mean? Just do you. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, now, if a man has everything a woman may need except giving her an orgasm, can the relationship still work? Say me, he get all the qualities I talk about. This man is pay your bills, this man doing this thing, this man doing all these things, he dreading everything, but he can't even making you come inside the bedroom.
But
can
like
the
I
relationship
say,
still work?
It could work. It's workable if you really like that person and you really build the relationship and you already have that trust and you already come from power with that person. At the end of the day, I can still tell you, babe, you need to do this, do not do this, I don't enjoy this, I enjoy this.
Communication is the key.
Communication is the key.
And guys, don't feel no way. That's why I say, just do you. You know what I mean? You know, now, this is an age-old question. Many people really, you know, women always talk about this and what they want. They want a mandingo, they want this and they want that. Does size of a man's male counterparts really matter? Does size really matter?
It doesn't matter. It really don't matter. I would say it don't matter because...
Behind the scenes, can you show me that cap?
Because it don't matter. It don't matter because, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You can have a mandingo with sweetie, you might not know how to work that. You might not know how to work that. At the end of the day, you might have your little pencil, but you know how to work that.
That.
You know how to work that, and what you don't, what you lock down there, you might make up here.
Well, I hear that.
So it really don't matter.
Okay, so isn't any size that really like to say nobody like I don't care what you like I ain't working like so you trying to tell me so a guy come at 2 inches and you would be okay with that?
Nah, I think you're running out. The 2 inches is a no.
Really, so sorry for all you guys if you know what I mean. You see they say you gotta get it up there, you gotta do something, you know what I mean?
Unless you got muscle in your tongue.
Oh, I tell you, you gotta have a strong tongue. Yeah, she said you gotta have a strong tongue if you come with 2 inches, you know what I mean? So, there it is, you gotta have something, at least something for the woman to work with. You gotta have something, and then confidence, man, is the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Confidence is the biggest thing. Because no matter you watch some short men, this, that, man, don't care what, confidence is a big thing. Because women is feed off of energies and vibrations, you know what I mean? So, that's a real vibe, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So she says, you know, and so we go with that, you know, for real. Now here it is. A question, this is from an elderly married lady, you know what I mean? She wants to know, why can men sleep around with many women and not being penalized, and when a woman does the same thing, they are called derogatory names? Okay, let me get into that, okay? Now, the thing is, when it comes to sex, women and men, we won't be the same. But everything else is always difference in the gender roles. You notice, like Peaches Alexis says, a man's supposed to be the provider. There's a man, there's a woman, there's a man, there's a woman, there's okay. When it comes to us men, right? Well, as far as society, you know, they always have it like they say, the amount of women that's feel like that's like a trophy thing, the amount of women you could sleep with and what's not, right? But the thing is, right, naturally in biology, for us men, we can sleep around with 100 women and we get 100 women pregnant. You women sleep around with 100 men, you still only get pregnant for one man. So biology like naturally made up time for y'all to really be sleeping around with a bunch of people because okay, if to say you call it like your flower, like to say a woman's like to say when she have sex she's submitting. So I mean you that careless like to say what is kind of judgment, what kind of woman you is to say anyone could get inside your pants. I mean so I know women like this put us on the same level, but honestly us as men and women we're not on the same level with sex.
With all the boobs out and the shorts and stuff and all the that's the thought and the bopping ones right there.
Real talk, you know what I mean? So
versus
we can't do the
virtual woman.
Real why we can't do you can't do the same thing. We are naturally built different, you know what they saying? Because even with us at a certain point, y'all eggs even start producing at a certain point of age. Man, we can keep on going on and going on and going on. You know, they have this thing called the wall for certain women, so and plus even with the emotional attachment with it, women, even though certain women, you know, might feel as though they moving through the line and they can sleep with anyone, trust the emotional baggage that you all pick up by sleeping with many different men is way different for us men. We could actually see we could see a woman, we could just have sex and call it that, but you know, you all women basically have to get attached and you know what I mean, the emotions, you know.
Woman is the emotional creature.
Yeah, so
that's another thing. A lot of females get caught up in their feelings too.
Yeah man, you know what I mean? So basically for me I don't think it's good for a woman to be sleeping around. It ain't good for men too to be just bouncing around in a bunch of different sheets, you know what I mean?
Mentally and physically, it's very unhealthy.
Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? You gotta keep yourself intact. You see what they saying? Because it ain't yes, of course all men we all want a virgin. Of course, you don't want no man to be there, but at the same time we don't want every man to say he had a piece of the action. Then what you giving me?
Yeah.
What you was say getting like that all I'm getting is your physical body, man, that don't feel special to me because everyone else already had it. Now you gotta bring something more to the table, you know what I mean? Yeah man. You know? And trust us men, hey, you know, it's simple to keep us happy, you know. It's very simple to keep us happy. See that loyalty.
Tell me about it.
Yes, man, that loyalty and that respect is a big thing. See, because even when it comes to relationships and many things, this is what has happened, right? When we just date in a relationship, you always big daddy. We is big daddy and you fall in a restaurant. The minute now we get tight, all of a sudden I go to tell you something. Or you ain't my daddy, you can't tell me to do. First I go from big daddy, not even being your daddy. You see what I saying?
No, but you's daddy, you know where I use daddy.
You know where
you get called daddy. All right then.
Alright, so at the end of the day, true, men just, see you gotta remember, alright, all humans, we masculine and feminine. Alright, or two of us come from a male and a female. So what you all get confused is, when you all see us as masculine, you all think about, we don't have no feelings, we don't have no emotions, but sometimes that's when you gotta bring your little feminine in, like sometimes we might want you to ask us, baby, how was your day today? That might have nothing to do with, you know what I mean, like he's soft, if he answers that. Sometimes you want the man be, you know, straight through, just rugged. No man, sometimes you could ask him how was his day. You could check up on him, you know what I mean? You could do little sweet things. Sometimes he might need his foot rubbed too. He might need a little massage, you know what they saying? You give him his own little personal pedicure, all those little things. You see they saying? So, you know, women, you know, just work with us like that, you know?
Look at my violate, because you know I used to give pedicures and everything.
Easy, Mr. Alexis. Easy.
You look at my profile.
Easy. That's how I go, you know what I mean? For real, you know? And so everything could work out, and it's trust. When it comes to sex, hey, guys like confidence too with women, you know, because honestly, women, you all the stuff which you all be watching, but I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the bedroom, men don't really be checking for that, you know. So that's make us feel in way, because you might be saying like you might have one mole on top of your breast. But nigga ready to suck up all over the breast and that mole, nigga ain't even see, nigga ain't even watch it, but then you feel a little bit, you taking somewhere, you acting somewhere, trust, just let it flow, be in your essence, because men, trust, we ain't watching them things, real men, trust, we'll grab up on them, yeah man, them stretch marks, we'll grab them, then that's the tiger hole and thing, we'll grab them love handles and what's not, so baby, so ladies, be confident. You know, be real with yourself and trust the energies will feel it as well, you know?
Only mature guys can handle that though.
Seriously.
Only mature men can handle that.
Yeah, man, don't even worry about all that, man. You know what I mean? And then, no, you know the lion, he's control them buffalo and thing and all them there and thing and same movie. Yeah, man, you know how this thing go. Boom. So, one of the biggest things, well, from when you do your dating, you gotta make sure love there, and then you get in the relationship and your sex, and now you want to end it with marriage. So now we talk about some marriage, alright?
In the future.
Alright, so here it is. Do women ever consider the wife title or just focus on being a bride?
Right nowadays, a lot of females just focusing on being a bride. They want
Yes,
an over the top wedding, but they ain't no kind of wife. They don't even fit that description.
Real why?
A lot of females. They're doing it. I think weddings became trending, and then a lot of females and a lot of times the groom ain't ready to get married, you know. That's because they just doing it because they was pressured.
Real.
Because you watch your best friend got married and she had this over the top wedding like I talked about earlier in the video, but then like they was in love. You know you don't really love him, but you want to get married just because you say you did it too.
Real right.
So a lot of females is just doing it for the title of, oh, I'm a wife.
Real right.
But that ain't what you really want. You wasn't even ready for it.
Real right. It's following tradition. Let me show you something. Don't let your family, don't let no one run you up on breaks to this tradition thing, but everyone is one just buck you when you getting married. What you talking about? I see you in marriage like just like a prisoner, nigga from prison coming out of prison, but when I go into jail. Because you show me, me personally, I see too much influential marriages would make me say, you know what, I want to be just like them, I want to do it. No sir. So some foreign tradition.
Like what we talked about earlier in the video, a lot of people do not know what they want.
Real right. That marriage thing ain't no joke. Because if the statistics say out of all the marriages, 50% is ending in divorce. So that's like half of the people getting a divorce.
Nowadays, we married today and we divorced tomorrow.
Real talk.
The divorce rate has
seriously
gone from here to here.
Real wide.
Yeah. That's because a lot of what you become a wife, you still ain't cooking, you still ain't cleaning, you still ain't staying home, you still be partying with your friends and you're clicking stuff, but at the end of the day you're still leaving your husband now. So you're leaving your husband now for another female. That's how you find your mistress.
Real.
Because at the end of the day, if you ain't doing these things at home, what you're supposed to be doing as a wife, he going out there and he gonna find you talking and bopping, he'll be talking and bopping again. So
seriously.
when you go before God, you have to put that's your family now. You have become one.
Real wide.
And a lot of females just carrying the bride title. They're not a definition of a wife.
I'm telling you. I sometimes it's one of these vows really. You always have your fingers crossed when you're doing these vows. The things they tell death do part for rich or for poor, for better or for worse.
Let's Google the vows.
Seriously, real talk.
Coming from the heart. They're Googling the vows.
Real wide. Someone else giving them the vows. I'm telling you.
Google, give it to them.
I'm telling you, man. Come on, this for the long haul. Not every little thing you gotta pick on cause safe.
Or they go through a couple Drake songs and write out the captions.
And you see what Drake them must be going. But that's stuff, we be minding all these little songs these man and be talking. You see what they be doing on this road. You see what they saying?
Real.
Another story. I sharing you. So. Why do women tend to let themselves go after they get married? Like, why do women just get so much in this comfort zone, so relax and just let themselves go when they then get married?
Well, I can't speak on our own behalf, but I can tell you one thing. If I get married, Stephanie, when you become a wife, that's your time to really put work into yourself, because just how you get the man, you want to keep your man.
Seriously.
So you can't be around here search around just how you get them in your little smaller underclothes, the little smaller sizes.
Yeah.
You can't be around here wearing them sheeting thing going to bed and things like that. At the end of the day, you gotta keep it sexy, you gotta keep it spicy. Especially when you become a wife, you gotta put more energy and more work into your parents. Because just how a man marry you, he marry you for a reason. Seriously. He don't want you to start looking at you as his mother.
Real wide.
He don't want you to be telling them what to do, what not to do. Then you already looking like he mother. Dressing like he mother.
Seriously.
Coming to bed like he mother.
Hey Lord.
No. Females, that's the time you gotta keep it tight. Body wise, everything you gotta keep it tight. You gotta stay on your toes. At the end of the day, you don't want your husband's eyes nowhere else besides on you.
That's why many women is be saying that, why men will go there looking for the younger women, or let's just looking for another woman on the whole.
Or you can come to Peaches Alexis and train with Peaches Alexis too.
Then check out the channel, Real Talk, but she's be getting in for real. All natural body, all natural thing going on, straight up, real
and I can keep you tight and right for the husband.
You then more life, you see me? Yeah man, so that's what it is. Like, many times women tend to wonder why men step out. You know what they saying? See, from the get-go, from when he was dating you looking like this, acting like this, we going out, we was not. Now, when he in this marriage now, it is, you get about 3 more than belly. You don't even do certain things to yourself no more. You don't even have certain respect because you don't feel like you're in the price.
Yeah, you got comfortable. A lot of females get comfortable and they feel like, oh, well, I already married, I already have my husband. No, babe. Just like I was out there looking for a husband, continue looking while you have your husband.
Real wife. See, not the man.
You don't want your husband out there looking for another you.
Real wife. Because that's really what it's being, though. The man just will know if he still get it too. See, because you gotta remember too. See, only because they like on these channels and all these different names, we then put a stigma. Okay, women want attention, this and that. Trust, you get a man out there who want attention too. So, man, he want to know that. Hold on. But let me see if I still get it. Let me see if I still get that game to pull someone who looking like this again, because clearly what that is, what get over there, that's as good as it gets for me. That's as good as it gets. Now he need to know if he gotta feel solid in himself, you know what I mean? Trust.
You know, man, like they keep their chest up. You can imagine you still looking like a bag of money. You still looking like when you walk in the room, you turn an edge.
Yeah, man.
Each chest also, they be like, that's mine, that's my wife right there.
This man, he won't be able to walk around proud.
He don't be walking in the crowd like this with the head down. Like, that's my old idiot.
Yeah, but who she is, by telling you behind, you know what I mean? Real talk, you know. So women, you know, work on that, you know what they say.
You gotta keep working on yourself.
Yeah, man, for sure. And that's what it is.
You can't let yourself go.
You know, because I know cheating is a big thing with this people going on and what's not, and you know, plenty of people, you know, or even with men, sometimes men don't necessarily go out to cheat, you know, like they say, I want to go out and cheat, you know, because here it is, right? Say if you have a man who making good money and he doing his thing and what's not, right? Now I'm not saying you women need to accept cheating, right? But let me just give you this scenario. They say, just say it's about 7.7 billion people in the world. Right now they're saying there's 5.7 women and there's 2.7 men. So it's 5 billion women to 2 billion men. Okay. Now you get this high value man who doing all these things, who doing all that. He go to Vegas one weekend, with his friends and what's not. He knocked down one of them call girls and what's not, and I have a go, right? For me personally, I don't feel all women should leave the man because of that. You see what I'm saying? If you know you, because it's like this. Who you going out there to do? You then get the Top Gun on down the road. Now who you going to go give this thing to? Now most of them be like, oh no, that's cheating. Now there's a difference I feel, to me personally, not saying he did not cheat, is if the man is carrying a relationship out there with another woman, like they say, he actually talking to this woman, carrying a relationship, but man, trust that woman, that call girl, he could forget her name, he didn't even care about her.
Yeah.
He'd cry over you if you used to leave him. He would be like, bro, I don't even remember her name. They ain't like that. Now there's a difference now, you know, he holding a whole sweetheart, a whole relationship out there with someone who ain't even bringing the same thing to the table what you bringing, then that's a different story. Now, you know.
And another thing too, you know, it don't even be the fact of a man going out there cheating because his wife or his girlfriend lose herself or don't fix up the way she used to fix up or look the way she used to look. It's be a lot of times, you know, these females is just be annoying too. Females do not be annoying. Do not drag your man to the bar. Do not send him to the bar drinking, because you could look good. She could be like a whole, you could be a whole bee you know, you could be a whole Beyonce. But at the end of the day, if you crazy or if you mentally, like, if you disturb his peace, like, you could drive him out there to a female who don't even look as good as you, but because that girl giving him peace, and he could sit down and have conversation and she could relate to him. Like that's what's happening to you. Know. A lot of men you'll come to me because I say, please, I can sit down, I can listen to you, I can hear what's going on your mind, I can sit down and talk to you. At the end of the day, a wife be like, I don't have time for the honey. Don't be those kind of wives or girlfriends. You have to, you know, because at the end of the day, I don't care how good you look. If a man starts investing conversation in another female, the best friend, remember I told you about the best friend, the so-called best friend? Then that's where it ends up happening as well. So we have to be careful the kind of pressure and how we treat our men as well. We have to sit down and listen to what's going on in their mind. Just like we have things, and we are emotional creatures, so we have things in our mind, they have things in their mind also.
Smart men just want to relax, no like she saying a little peace of mind. A man will choose that peace of mind, trust over anything, you know what I mean? The man just want to relax. And then even with that too, women, you know, you gotta be open in this whole thing relationship. You can't say, if the man carry you out to go eat some sushi, you never taste sushi before. Oh, I don't know what this is, I never eat this. Be open-minded and just try the sushi. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Be open-minded to new things. And that's in and out the bedroom, wherever it is, be open-minded. Go all out. Because at the end of the day, the man just want to relax and want everything flow. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So that's what you gotta do, you know? Yeah, man. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? From dating to marriage, love, sex, relationships, you know what I mean? And through all this whole thing, what I get first, you gotta know yourself, know your worth, know what you want. That's on both ends. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. As a man, hold your masculine frame. Do your best to hold your masculine frame, and also allow her to be the woman. Some things you don't always need to pick on too. Let her be a
Yes.
woman. You know what I mean? Like let her do that. You see what I saying?
And females, stop acting like you are wearing the pants. Keep your skirts on and your dresses on, please.
I see.
Let the man wear his pants.
I telling you, man.
That's a note to myself too.
Real. More life, you don't know. Yeah, man, and that's what it is. And trust, it could work out because really and truly, that's what really get this whole world like this. We in relationships like all is born pure, all is born pure,
yeah.
all is born like half the things we gone through, like we didn't put right down on buck where we swan say, boy, I won't go through a toxic relationship, I won't go through abuse, I won't go through this. You did not think you was going to go through these things, so it really determines on the choices you make, and the choices you make determines on how you think about yourself, how you move, all these different things. So just be careful of all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So that's what it is, folks. You know, I feel good about what we are saying today, you know what I mean? We still want you all to comment and, you know, yeah, man.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to both channels.
Yeah, you see.
Peaches Alexis and Truth Seeker.
Yeah, no.
And don't forget this. And don't forget to comment what is our relation.
Yeah, for sure. Don't do that. You could win this right here. You know what I mean? Hey, especially for you guys, like you say, you want to carry one straw around, she can't trap you and say, look here, your fingerprint was on that straw, because homegirl show you that at the restaurant. You can touch your straw with you can clean it off, and you ain't got to get catch if you're doing your thing out there. You see what I say? So comment what relation we is. The first comment under my channel and under her channel for this video, the first person to comment what relation we are, I'm letting you know already, I'm giving you a hint, we are bloodline. Trust, we are bloodline, so comment what relation and you are going to get these right here. We're going to find a way to give you these right here. Some stainless steel straws brought to you by Earth Tuative, you know? Alright.
No, we don't want any family member commenting under this with what our relation is.
Straight up, straight up.
Strangers or people who don't know us to comment.
Straight up. Yeah, man. And also, too, you know, check out Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at TruthSeeker373.
Peaches Alexis.
Yeah, man. Homes Trust, this one our first together, and it won't be our last.
Won't be the last.
What I mean? Yeah, man. So
and comment what other videos you would like to see us do together.
Real talk.
Send topics, send questions.
Real talk. We only trying to end this now because when it come to me and our trust, we'll go in the flow, we'll go on forever and ever because I just enjoy this for real. You know what I mean?
Real.
So for right now, on Truth Seeker channel, and for sure check out Peaches Alexis channel, I can need you all to like, I can need you to comment, I need you to subscribe and hit that notification bell, you know? And take care of yourself, man. Do best with each other. And if you're already married, work on yourself, work on each other. Keep them outside first and just do your best. You know, whatever you're going through, just remember, God loves you. You know what I mean? So don't worry about what else people got going on, alright? So until next time, you know, you all take care and be safe. God bless.
And thank you for watching.
Oh yeah.